starts here.
Welcome to the stage. There we go.
Junior year. Guess that's why I disappear into books. Lately I've become obsessed with this fairy tale about this guy, Prince Oliver. Don't judge me, take a look at that and tell me he isn't hot. Well, that prince you see, he's a lot like me. His dad is totally gone for good. Totally gone for good. The very first week I went on such a streak that I memorized every word. Memorized every word. Sometimes it's nice just to empathize. Also those tights really flaunt his thighs. So I read another chapter, we all just brave and kind. And then I read another chapter, he helps to distract my mind. Don't care if I'm out of place. Don't care if I'll waste no space. As long as there's another chapter, then no one can see my face. So there's this part where Prince Oliver is trying to rescue the princess, but he falls off a cliff into the ocean. It's basically a metaphor for my life. Sometimes I feel like I'm falling like you. Everything's moving way too fast, and it's passing me by. I don't have anything like you. So here I am, 30 days into my junior year, obsessed with a fairy tale. I've got to return this book. Time to give it up, get over it. Stop being such a nerd. I'm too old for this. I've got to wait. Try to blend into the herd. My life gets so upset. But I don't need another chapter, taking me miles away. I'm trying to read another chapter. I know I can get there today. One day I'll be out of here. It's really only one more year. Tell me there's another chapter, remind me of high school fear. But before I return it, I have to take one last peek at Prince Oliver. That's when the word help appears on the page. That was never there before. I think I need another chapter. I have to see what this could be. I need to read another chapter, 'cause maybe he's writing to me. What else will this story show? If there's Kate Anderson and Elisa Samsel, the writers of Between the Lines. Thank you so much for coming tonight. This will be fun. Thank you, Ariel Jacobs, and the cast of Between the Lines. And thank you, Chris Gurr, and our incredible band. We are so excited to be here tonight to celebrate the cast album for Between the Lines. Guys, we're kidding. No, that would be such a long evening. That was a joke. Yeah. I'm Elisa Samsel. And I'm Kate Anderson. And we wrote the songs for this show. So, here we are. Yeah, we're here. And it has been such a long road to get here, to this moment, this concert, this album. It's all a dream come true. Yes, the year 2014. We had been writing together for a few years, but we were still waiting for our big break. And then we received an email that changed our lives. It read, "Hi, Kate and Lisa. My name is Jodi Pico. I'm a best-selling novelist who has written 21 books. Yeah, we know. And I am in the process of trying to have one of my books adapted as a musical. The novel is called Between the Lines, co-written with my daughter. What I'm looking for in a composing team are people who can write the kind of song that gets stuck in your head so that you wind up singing it for the next millennium. So no pressure. I'd love to send you a copy of the book and see if you're interested." So we wrote back, "Jodi!" Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Kate, do you think that was too many exclamation points? Like, in a professional sense? Like, can you really have too many? So we added more. And we said, of course we would love to be considered for this musical that you're making. And, oh yeah, she FedExed us a book, which is really exciting when you get a package from best-selling author of 21 novels at that time, Jodi Pico. There's this little saying that you might have heard, books come into our lives exactly when we need them. And it was true. So we set out to work writing 3 songs for our audition to get the job, and we only had one mental breakdown each. We took turns. She did say that these songs had to be what people were singing for the next millennium. So, yeah. We finally turned in our songs, and we got the job. But one of the first songs that we wrote is what we'll have you hear next. It's called Between the Lines, sung by Ariel Jacobs and Jake David Smith. Oliver, so I made his middle name Oliver. He's just Jake Oliver Smith to me now, but he is professionally, with an exclamation point, Jake David Smith. Life's weird. 17's weirder. And I'm stuck for one more year. So I need a place to get away. Escape with Wolf or Hemingway. Okay, fine. I know that it's risky, but out here, my life is clear. Till I fixate on this fairy tale. That's like hashtag epic fail. But between the lines, there's a place where I feel free. And the world is somehow quiet, but it's just the moon and me. There's a guy who I relate to, someone I'd like to know. Between the lines, that's where I wanna go. I wish you were real.
Did you get my message?
On page 59?
You noticed? She noticed. Okay. Oh, let me explain. I play a prince, and I met
heroic leads like me. But between the lines, I don't have to act the part. So I live for all the moments before I'm right back at the start. If I could leave these pages, I'd say what I truly feel. Between the lines, that's where my life is real.
Books don't talk.
Please won't you listen? Your head's so big, and why your eyes are how they glisten. The other heads, well, they were much smaller. That's why I noticed you. It's quite a lovely view.
Nope. Good, Delilah. Now you're imagining that a fictional character is flirting with you. This is a low point, even for you. You're gonna open the book, and he's not gonna talk.
Please, don't shut me out. Don't trap me in.
I'm full on crazy.
'Cause you can hear me, right? You can hear me, right? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Then don't shut me out. 'Cause this means I'm real.
It's real.
And this is splendid, right? This is splendid, right?
This is splendid. Wait, I've read hundreds of books. This has never happened before.
Oh, they're not like most characters. Everyone here seems happy living the lives that have been written for them. I would give anything to change my story.
Me too.
See? Look how much we already have in common! It must be lovely then.
Rather live a fairy tale. No one here can understand me. Always felt underrated. Now I'm elated to find that between the lines, there's a way we can connect. I've always felt this book was different, but it's not what you'd expect. And it's like I've always known you, from the beginning to end. But between the lines, I think I found a friend.
So, like I said, that was one of the first 3 songs that we wrote for the show, which those 3 songs are still in the show today, which is and once we got the job, we started working with our book writer, Timothy Allen McDonald. The first time we met Tim was way over at his theatrics office on 52nd and 11. And for a whole year, every week or two, we'd write a song. We'd take the hour-and-a-half hike from Park Slope, Brooklyn, out to 52nd and 11th. We'd sit with Tim and a plate of pastries, which we would be way too nervous to eat. And we'd play up the song, call up Jody, play it for her, and then we'd set out to write the next song while Tim worked on the show. We recently heard the term generous collaborator, and that is exactly how we would describe Tim. He's kind, he's brilliant, and he has this saying, best idea wins, which we love because it means that you take your ego out of it and you all agree to serve the project in order to make it the best it can be. So, I'd love to welcome to the stage at this time Timothy Allen McDonald.
I love this. It's really okay. Hi.
How's this 8 years of working with us going? Sorry, 9.
It feels like a moment, honestly. So here's the thing. Here's the truth. Is that before I got the call from Daryl to meet Jody, which eventually led to you all, I had decided that I was not going to write any of the musicals and focus on our educational initiatives because I had a really bad time with James and the Giant Peach and a certain regional theater. I won't name the name. Those are going to be lawsuits. Yes. So when I did meet with Jodie for the first time, and I read the book, I was obsessed with it. But I said to her, like, we have a real problem. The lead character is a young woman, and the voice of this, I'm just saying that, like, guys aren't going to be able to do this. They're not going to be able to tell the voice of the songs or all this. We need 2 female songwriters. And here's the problem. Finding 2 female songwriters in the Broadway universe at that time was like finding a unicorn on 42nd Street. Yes. And Jodie said, "Ha, Tim, I've gotcha. I've already hired them." I was like, okay, great. And then, I think we went to Smackeries where you 2 were hanging out as felines, like eating the crumbs on the cookies.
Feral. We were feral.
2 feral cats. And I met you, and it was just so wonderful. And your first, the songs that you wrote, those first 3 are in the show. And I know there are other songwriters, people out here. That doesn't happen a lot. That's like kind of a journey. So, on the one hand, this book may have saved you, could have saved me also. And so we're all sort of like Prince Oliver and Delilah. We've been saved by this book. I have one other thing to say. Sorry, I've just come back from Junior Theater Festival. It's a big thing. I have a lot of you here, 6,500 kids who are all obsessed with musical theater in Atlanta, Georgia. And this is the show that matters most to them. We launched this show there at that festival. So I'm a little like hyper because I didn't yes, we're just gonna use it. But
It seemed like you could use a stress snack or maybe a stress vodka.
a stress vodka gin, me, it's gin. I just want to say, like, at the end of the day, this journey, while it has been long and hard, it is going to make the world a better place. And we have changed young people's lives. Young people see themselves in this show like they've never had before. So while our journey may have ended over at that other theater, but now it begins. Now this show will hand off to the hands of kids all over the world. And they're going to tell the story their own way. And you're going to live to see that. It's going to be awesome.
You led us there, Tim. You really did. We're just still so grateful to be working with you. And I'm so glad you brought up Schmackeries because we really did do a lot of schmacking. But we also had a lot of happy hours together talking about the show and getting notes. And that actually led to our next song, right?
Yes. Yes, because we wondered, like, what happened when the book was closed, because they could do anything. Like, they could do a lot of naughty things.
Yeah.
Also, there were no consequences, because when the book opens, everything resets. So we were like, we imagined this, like, awesome too.
Yeah, so one day we were like, wait a second. Happily ever after
Yes.
It's right there in the name.
So I'm going to introduce it, yeah?
Yes.
That's my job. Okay, I have to get glasses. First page. All right. Here to sing it is Dan Boy, Julia Murney, Vicki Lewis, John Rapson, Hillary Fisher, Jerusha Cavazos. Oh wow, Jerusha, I am so sorry. I had one martini. It's not fair. Jerusha Cavazos, thank you. Red Rivera, Sean Stack, Mark Landry, Aubrey Allen, and Jake David Smith singing Happily Ever After.
Whose sword do I have to polish to get a drink around here?
Majesty, lucky for you, it's happily ever after our time to leave your cares behind. The work day's through, there's nothing to do. We're done with the daily grind. Take it, Maureen.
It's happily ever after hour, so fill me up while the coast is clear. Remember the book was once left ajar. I was sober for a year. Oh, we're having after hours. Oh, we're having after hours. Dog, fetch me a drink.
I have told you a million times, I am not a dog. Chapter 1, I'm a guy until I'm cursed by the villain.
And I'm sorry, Frap, I only do what the author wrote. It's happy ever after hour. I hate to play
a reader.
All the readers are children.
Oh my God! No! No! Not this one. She's different.
Precisely, she's out there, and you are in here.
You can't change that.
Yes, but what if we could? What if we never had to do what was written ever again?
Huh?
Not just during happily ever after, the same old song we overplay. But what if one day everything changed and you could live life away? Maureen Mora Wills, like you sleep all day and drink all night and open up a vineyard for your pleasure. Rapscalio, believe your eyes, you paint a million butterflies and freely frolic at your leisure. Auntie the Nina patriarch, a gender-neutral story arc, troll you ditch the grunts and groans and from you chew on more than bones.
Happily, 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 happily.
Wouldn't it be such a joy to be free?
Certainly, only that's why we live. Anything more is just a dream. Hold our drink and try not to think. We're happy as we,
How happy are we?
happy as ever.
Now we know there's more between the lines. That's where I'm
Happy as we could be.
I'm starting to believe what he tells me. I see myself the way that he does. Smiling cause the way he laughed or looked at me, it's got me on a dopamine buzz. I've noticed that the world is looking brighter, so bright when I'm talking to Oliver. I know all my cares would float away if he were holding my hand. Feels like everything is a-okay when I'm talking to Oliver. Suddenly the scenery suits me. The hallways have a happier tune, and not a thing can bother me or bring me down. I'm busy being over the moon. I've noticed that the clocks have stopped their ticking. Time stops when I'm talking to Oliver. Can't see clearly when I look around. I've got my head in the clouds. I fly 20 feet above the ground when I'm talking to Oliver. Why is it I find myself dreaming, thinking of the life that we share? The world can laugh and tell me I'm a lunatic, but I don't even think that I care. I'm marching to a different kind of drummer. Boom, boom, when I'm talking to Oliver. I hear music in my humdrum world, and I'm humming a song sweet as chocolate fudge and
vamps at the beginning. We love a vamp. That's a lesson. Yes, take that down. Yes, that's down. Speaking of falling in love, we both sure did have some breakups while we were writing the show. Yeah. That's why I like to call tonight the Between the Lines cathartic release party.
Not just an album release, but
Yes, multiple releases. Literary crushes, am I right?
Yes. Thank goodness. One liberty that we took while writing the show was the librarian in the original book that Jodie and Sammy wrote. She didn't have this particular crush, but we thought it would be great if she was obsessed with a character you may have heard of, Mr. Darcy.
Yes, we love a post-menopausal zest. And we were all obsessed with Ms. Wayne's as a character, so the idea of giving her this obsession felt really fun.
But we're even more obsessed with Vicki Lewis.
Was how by the end of the run, those buttons were just flying off the dress, hitting people in the eye in the audience. You're just getting a full bra by the end, and that is commitment.
So keep your shirts on.
You
And welcome Vicki Lewis to the stage to sing Mr.
I was 15 when I met Mr. Darcy, and immediately knew he would be the standard upon which I would judge all men, and find them oh so woefully inadequate. When I dream of Mr. Darcy appears. He's my guide through the countryside as we take a ride on the meadow. When I dream of Mr. Darcy is here. We hold hands and begin to dance and chat about our plans as we wear. Each September he would long for a woman and remember me. Mr. Darcy isn't real. Though I've pined, still I only find he's in my mind, and that's too bad. Oh, when I dream of Mr. Darcy makes me feel I've spent years crying pointless tears for a guy who's merely just a shadow. So no better off creating than spending your nights fiction dating. Write books instead of cracking 'em. Don't end up stacking 'em. You can do more than Mr. Darcy. Mr. Darcy and me.
Hey Lisa,
Yeah, Kate?
do you ever think about how every time you go to a bank it's really, really cold, which I'm guessing is just to deter bank robbers, and then maybe when banks get turned into theaters, that's why they're so really, really, really cold?
Kate, was that an inner thought?
Yeah.
Yeah, no one needs to know. Unless it's the inner thoughts of our cast,
Ooh.
which I would like to hear.
Same. Let's bring them out. Sing a fan favorite of the show. A surprise fan favorite, honestly. Here are thoughts.
Sometimes I feel like I could kill him, not actually kill him, but you know what I mean. I could scream, it's a burden in ruling over minions and weighing their opinions. This image I'm maintaining, yeah, it's training, and the paradox I face always puts me in my place. No one really likes a woman when she takes up space. But these are just my inner thoughts, my deepest, darkest inner thoughts. Yeah, these are just my inner thoughts, and no one needs to know. No.
Sometimes when I'm kissing boys, I'm actually thinking about this girl named Deborah who plays volleyball. She is super cool and brilliant. She looks like Venus Williams. I love to watch her spike it. Yeah, I like it. When she laughs, she kinda snorts. She's really good at sports. I wanna kiss her and her knee pads her spanning her shorts. Well, these are just my inner thoughts. Deborah L.I. in your thoughts. Yeah, these are just my inner thoughts, and no one needs to know. No.
Lately I've been hacking and I hacked into the principal's email, his personal email. I learned way more than I bargained for, like what he's done with one certain female, our chemistry teacher.
Nobody knows about our relations or conjugations or obligations to locations down the shore. These are just my inner thoughts. They can all be inner thoughts. These are just my inner thoughts, and no one needs to know.
No one needs to
That
know.
no one needs to know.
These are just my inner thoughts. I wonder what's more dinner now they're dinner thoughts. These are just my inner thoughts, and no one needs to know.
'Cause no one needs to know.
That was a case of be careful what you wish for, because Jody and Tim wrote that into the script, and then we got set loose. Versions 1 through 4 were way weirder. One day.
So, we were in Daryl's office about a year into writing the show, and we were discussing who should direct. And she said, Jeff Calhoun.
And we knew Jeff as the Tony Award nominated director behind Newsies. The idea of working with him was incredibly exciting.
And Jeff came in, and he was warm and insightful, and everything you want a director of a new work to be.
And he really helped to ground our show. He added an emotional depth and encouraged us to really find the voice and the tone of between the lines. His experience was absolutely vital to the success of the show, and he knew exactly how to take it from 2D to 3D.
We'd love to invite him up on the stage.
Wow. This is really fun. I didn't know what to expect, and this is really a party and a great celebration, and thank you so much for being here. I have to tell you, it's a miracle that this show opened. Some of you know what I'm talking about. No, it's a miracle that any show on the heels of COVID opened. It really was. And add to that we had a very big show into a very modest space, and it is a real testament to the amazing cast, creative team, and management that they pulled together and got the show going. And I honestly believe it's a real testament to the material. We fell in love with Jody and Sammy's book and what Tim did with it, and what I think is the future of songwriting on Broadway, Kate and Elisa. It is an honor. I look forward to the day I look back and say, I knew you when, and I know that will happen. And now it's my honor to introduce this next performer. I fell in love with her when I saw her in Andrew Lippa's Wild Party. And she continued to blow me away in Wicked. And it's a pleasure and an honor to introduce the brilliant Julia Murney.
So rest your head and ease your breathing. You are loved, so keep believing. Though it's been a long day and it's been a long week, we can start again tomorrow. And all the fun we had with a couple of laughs and a couple of tears, and all the fun we'll have in a couple of days and a couple of years. It's time for bed. Your dreams will guide you, so go to sleep. I'll be beside you, though it's been a long day and it's been a long week. We can start again tomorrow. Now years have passed, and they were trying. And now I know that I was lying. Though you give it your all, it's the world against you. And it starts again
little children.
Maybe you mean 3 children.
I was thinking 4 children. 2 are twins.
We live on a little hillside, no twins.
In a humble dwelling where I wear my apron.
That's all they do, side by side.
You'll be my guide.
We'll make a perfect duo.
So teach me all that you know. Excellent. Then perhaps you know the beggar's dance. I'm a tremendous dancer. Okay, let's see some of your moves.
No, I said people dance, I don't dance.
Someday, Delilah McPhee, you will dance with me.
after song. So the thing about working on a musical for 8 years, almost 9 years now, is that you end up writing 43 songs, not including reprises.
Yeah, and only like 20 make it into the show. So, anyway, and 372 drafts of the script,
She did 7 readings and workshops.
all culminating in 25 previews and 89 performances, including our run at Kansas City Rep in 2017.
It takes a village of extremely patient people to finally cross the finish line of doing a production of a show and getting a cast album of a new musical out into the world. So buckle up, because we're about to do a bunch of thank yous and we want to go quick, so maybe we all hold our applause till the end.
I really want to talk about the music. Greg Anthony Rassin did the orchestrations that you've heard tonight, and even more orchestrations on the album that you can listen to anywhere now. And it's so funny, we met Greg on an airplane. I was sitting there working on Sibelius writing music, and he peeked over as a total stranger and was like, "Oh, are you writing music in Sibelius?" And I was like, "Yes, who are you?" And he was like, "I'm a Broadway orchestrator." And I was like, "Whoa, I really hope one day we work together." And then in a meeting, Daryl Roth said, "How about Greg Anthony Rassin to do the orchestrations?" And here he is sitting in the audience, having worked with us for so many years now, and I just, in my perfect world, I would work with him forever.
Yes.
And
I said hold your applause. Please respect the rules.
when Kate scolds, she means business. So, Dan Green, who's also here tonight, has been playing these songs on the piano since they were written. And without him, I just don't think that they would be interesting at all. So thank you, Dan. He and I can read each other's minds, which is really fun for actors, because I'll be like, Dan, and he'll be like, 8th notes, not 16th. And I'm like, yes, thank you so much. And then he just knows. So thank you, Dan Green. I don't know what life would, never mind. Anyway, it just wouldn't be great. It wouldn't be great. And Chris Gurr, who you can see playing the piano tonight, he was our music director for Off-Broadway, and we have been just as obsessed with him as you can be with a human being without it being creepy. So thank you, Chris Gurr, for your incredible talents and for sticking with us this whole time.
Jeff touched on this a little bit, but I'll be fast. But the cast didn't realize when they signed up to do the show that they actually signed up to be a contestant on Legends of the Hidden Temple, or maybe What Would You Do? Maybe these references are too 90s for anyone who's really young. So I'll say Squid Game. Anyway, it's all to say they had countless obstacles pop up, and they were patient and kind and professional and truly a team the entire way. And it's been so admirable and impressive to watch.
Our swings were called to jump into action from the very first preview on, with Martin Landry stepping into the role of Rapscallio that very first night. It's fitting because Martin was involved in our very first few inceptions of Between the Lines, and it was awesome to cross the finish line with him as the swing in the role of Rapscallio and Dr. Ducharme. His sense of humor really added to the show because he is the silliest, funniest person.
Aubrey Madelon, Dan Hoy, and Heather Ayers jumped in again and again as well, and their mental acrobatics are so astounding to us. Sometimes they would be on for one role in the matinee and another in the evening performance, and like, how is that even possible? How do you do it?
We could go on, but because we only have 80 minutes, let's get to the next song, which is called Crazy Chemistry, and here to sing it is Hillary Fisher and the cast of Between the Lines.
That I don't think you've ever been kissed.
start talking. Here we go. She's here. She's here. She's here.
Speaking of our swings, I just wanted to mention that Jerusha Cavazos one time sang that song. She just jumped into the role with a pink binder in her hand. Can you believe? And now we'd really love to welcome onto the stage our beacon of light, someone who took a big chance on us back in 2014 and continues to be our champion. She has a lightness of being and has been an incredible mentor.
Tony Award-winning producer Dara.
Thank you. I feel like this is the best chapter that we've had yet, I have to say. And you're like Saturday Night Live. It's like such a fun evening. I'm really, first of all, grateful to everybody that had anything to do with this beautiful show. It's been many years. I remember meeting Jody up in Hanover, New Hampshire 100 years ago, it feels like. And she said, "Are you Daryl Roth, that producer?" I said, "Yeah." "Well, I'm Jody Pico, you know, the novelist." And I said, "Yes, I know. I know who you are." And she said, "I think I have something that might be interesting to you. Can we talk about it?" And we did. And here we are. And I have to say that this was a very challenging project to get to this stage, and it wouldn't have really happened if it weren't for the love and the tenacity and the vision and the just fabulous feeling that everybody that touched this piece gave to it. You know everybody that's involved, and so I don't have to repeat their names, but I just want to say from my heart, I've been doing this for 32 years, and I have to say this is one of the most wonderful experiences, as well as one of the hardest. And usually the hardness comes with the beauty and the joy, and so I thank everybody. So there's a song in this show that's particularly meaningful to me. Butterflies. My mother, who lived to be 98 years old and was really a spitfire and a fabulous gal, who we miss every day, loved turquoise butterflies. And I asked Kate and Lisa, where did this song come from, like this butterfly song? Because I thought they were sort of channeling my mom, Sylvia. And they said that when they were young, just starting out writing, they were being nannies to Kristen and Bobby Lopez's children. Hello, hello, hello. And that when they would take the girls to school, correct me if I'm wrong, they would sing these great little songs, and one of them was Butterflies, and it was a song that I guess Katie loved and everybody loved and sang, and it was a happy song. And so, as I think I have correctly, you said, let's put this one in the show. Everybody likes it. And without knowing that I had a special feeling for butterflies. And it is a song about coming into your own and becoming who you're meant to be. That's why I love butterflies. And so I'd like to introduce our rapscolio because he became the keeper of the butterflies. And to sing this song, John Rapson. Thank you.
They said, I'm happy the world gets to see a show from your minds where all the female and non-binary characters are tough as nails, and all the boys are a little bit fancy.
And now we'd like to welcome to the stage the mother-daughter duo behind it all, an adopted mother and sister to us, Jody Pico and Samantha Benny.
So it is so hard for me to even remember a time in my life when I didn't know Tim McDonald or Kate and Elisa. I fully blame them because we had so much fun working on this that's why I now am writing for musical theater too. But like Kate and Elisa said, they really have become the daughters. I don't know that I never had. Sorry, Sam. We have adopted them, and like any proud mother, I really want you all to give it up for the beautiful brains that created all of these. It is really fitting that we are at 54 Below for this concert because a vast majority of this musical was actually written right on 54th Street.
Kate, Elisa, Tim, my mom, and I used to actually work in a hotel, out of a hotel room here on 54th Street. And we would order a bunch of Chinese food. This whole show is sponsored by soup dumplings. We would take really, really professional communal naps in the bed. And we worked together to adapt the book into the musical that it is today.
But probably the hardest part for us as the initial novel writers was knowing that we were going to have to take characters that were very real in our imaginations and somehow find them in living, breathing actors. And we knew the hardest part was going to be finding the perfect Delilah. And then one day I was kind of crawling through YouTube trying to find a Delilah, and I found the incredible Ariel Jacobs singing. And I was mesmerized. And I said, I think this might be our Delilah, and I sent it off to the team.
And she was exactly that. She was our Delilah. She perfectly encapsulated the Delilah we wrote on the page. She represented it to the T, and she's the Delilah we will always know.
And the day that Ariel showed up at our first rehearsal, she was dressed in an oversized flannel shirt, Converse sneakers, and she brought banana bread that she had baked for the cast because she really is that nice. So we would like to introduce the amazing Ariel Jacobs singing A Whole New Story.
If I could change my story, I'd start it over here and now. I'd listen to the world and get back on track. I'd ditch the make-believe and accept the harsh reality. I'd stay inside the lines and never look back. No one would care, no one would know. No one would see me let him go. It'd be a whole new story in black and white. I'd change my mind and see that they were right. A whole new story. There's no magic spell, so I'd leave him behind as well. Or what if I escape with nothing but this fairy tale and find a place to hide somewhere better than here? I wouldn't be alone. He'd only be a page away, and I'd always be
another family. I'd write a brand new mother who doesn't cry at dinner. I'd take away the day jobs that keep her out till midnight. And in this different story, everyone believes me. There wouldn't be a doctor who thinks that I'm insane. But people won't change if books stay the same. If stories can't change, why can't they change? Why can't mine change?
into your life exactly when you need them. I thought it was books. There's this saying that Prince Olivers and books come into your life exactly when you need them.
So hold on to your tights and let's welcome back to the stage the truest gem of a human and actor, our Ollie, Jake David Smith.
Now for a dramatic change of pace. Just this once before you go. Just one dance. It's only you and me. Don't be scared. I'll help you through. I'll give you something to hold on to. All my life, I never dreamed that I could be as happy as this, I'm right here, always for you. This is our something to hold on to. Hold on to me. Hold on to me. This is as free as I ever feel. Oh, and just because it's fiction doesn't mean it's not real. Take my hand, I'll guide the way. Your head being done now, right now. Nothing else can ever undo this. Something to hold on to. I'll be your something to hold on to. Hold on to me. Hold on to me. Hold on to.
We are fans. Speaking of fans, this show has some pretty loyal ones. Speaking of fans, this show has some pretty loyal ones. Alright, we are so grateful for the people who found this show and believed in it and rooted for us. We wanted to do something to honor all of you, so we did our best to compile just some of the love that we received as an acknowledgement of our extreme gratitude.
We love you guys so much.
Everyone just right now. You don't understand. I absolutely loved Between the Lines. I was smiling in this show from start to finish. This is an absolute delight of a musical.
So moved. It was so responsive and ecstatic and so heartwarming. I enjoyed this show immensely. It was absolutely hilarious and I was smiling from ear to ear the entire time.
It has actual non-binary representation.
This is the cast, and they're just so talented. And I met most of them after the show. They are just the nicest people. They take the time to take pictures with you and to talk to you about the show. They're just so good. I'm not an influencer. I'm words, but when I tell you I'm gonna promote this show for the rest of my
So there have been some iconic best friend duos throughout the course of time.
Bert and Ernie,
Thelma and Louise.
Kristen Anderson Lopez and Bobby Lopez.
Us. Hold for all.
But not as iconic as Delilah and Jules.
To introduce this extremely full circle moment, this is the very first song we ever wrote for Between the Lines. Here is Ren Rivera and Ariel Jacobs to sing.
Might seem nice being in a group like that with tons of friends who trust you with the baseball bat. You think you know what that life entails with the princess hair and the perfect nails, but you can't be part of their fairy tales. No, when you're the enemy of Adam and Eve, you're like an episode of Mariah. When you're the enemy of Adam and Eve, your life is over and you get all the criteria for social Siberia. When you're the enemy of Adam and Eve, might as well be in high school hell. Look, their best memories have already happened. Ours haven't even begun.
But they're normal.
Normal is a drier setting. Why are you letting them define who you are?
You're so right.
Big crowd around, buzzing like a kind of storm. They cluster up like dark clouds before a storm. And yeah, they look good in their skinny jeans, but they grin and they pose like they're beauty queens, and they live to perform for their tiny screens. Oh, 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 oh. But when you're the enemy of Allie McAndrews, you don't obsess over lip gloss. When you're the enemy of Allie McAndrews, you still breaking your head. So round out the cheese squad of selfies and oh my God. When you're the enemy of Allie McAndrews, you'll find your way and you'll be okay. We'll be when you're the enemy, outcast and exiled but free. The outside with me. I can hear you in social Siberia and scream, scream. When you're never having to get through, you are not just when you're the enemy of having to get through, and you can make your own rules, 'cause no one's the boss of you. She's no one, she's at when you're the enemy of having to get through, I might get through. When you're the enemy of having to get through, I might get through. When you're the enemy of having to get through, I might get through with a friend like you.
Thank you so much. We just want to thank the band once again for scoring and George Farmer. And an extremely special thank you to 54 Below, KJ and Chris, Adam Hess, Cal Provost, Writers Cage LLC, Daryl Roth, and
All of our investors,
Yeah.
Dave Reynolds is my husband, and made that little cute video, and all the fans for continuing continuing to root for us. Thank you to Michael Kreuter and Kurt Deutsch and Ghostlight Records for all their help in creating this amazing cast album. Spotify and iTunes. Ariel, Jake, Cast Between the Lines. Take it away. I imagine that fighting dragons wasn't Oliver's chosen destiny. He dreamt of more, he disliked his story.
Hey, that's interesting. Tell the rest to me.
He was trapped despite all our tries. We said our goodbyes, but then it had to end. So I'll try again.
You need a pen.
I'll say it in other words. Spin it differently to what I want to see.
Say it in other words.
Here's this pooch.
Everybody wants to smooch this girl.
But she won't because he's not a human.
With a rewrite, he's in a new light.
Now they're a pair and their love is blue. The queen will see if sobriety could finally be the key to happy days.
Starting tomorrow.
The evil lead will trade villainy for his PhD in entomology. I'm in love with you. Oh man.
I'm in love.
Say it in other words.
That's the only way.
It's what I'll always say in my perfect world. Goodbye.